Welcome to NSCC's APA at Your Library video series, Books and eBooks. This content is from the most recent edition of the Publication Manual of the American Psychological Association, or APA. Always ensure that you are using the most recent edition of the APA Manual. In this video, we will examine how to cite print books and eBooks, both in text and in the reference list. When referencing a book, use the following format: the author's last name, followed by the initials of his or her first and middle names, followed by a period. Enclose the year of publication in parentheses, followed by a period. The title and subtitle of the book are italicized. Capitalize only the first word of the title and subtitle, as well as any proper nouns. If there is an addition, enclose it in parentheses and follow with a period. Separate the place of publication and the publisher's name with a colon, followed by a period. Whenever you are using a direct quote or indirect quote, ABA requires a brief in-text citation in the body of your paper and a corresponding entry in the reference list at the end of your paper. The in-text citation for a direct quote contains the author's last name, followed by a comma, year of publication, followed by a comma, and the abbreviation for the page or paragraph number enclosed in parentheses. The in-text citation for an indirect or paraphrased quote contains the author's last name, followed by a comma, and the year of publication enclosed in parentheses. Let's look at an example of an excerpt from a research paper. Note that the in-text citation for the book appears immediately after the direct quote in the body of the paper. Also note the complete reference to the book as it would appear in the reference list at the end of the paper. How do you format an edited book? Provide the surnames of the editors followed by their initials. In this example, we have two editors separated by a comma and an ampersand. Follow the names of the editors with capital EDS period in parentheses. If you only have one editor, use capital ED period. Note that the use of periods, commas, and parentheses throughout the example. Also note the in-text citations for direct and indirect quotes. Now let's look at an example of an essay or chapter in an edited book where the author of the chapter is different from the editor of the book. Start with the author of the essay or chapter, followed by the date. Include the title of the essay or chapter, but do not italicize it. Then add in, followed by the editors of the book. The initials of their first and middle names precede their last names. Add the abbreviation capital EDS period enclosed in parentheses and followed by a comma. The title of the book is italicized. In parentheses include PP period and the page range of the essay or chapter. Note the use of periods, commas, and parentheses throughout the example. Note the in-text citations for direct and indirect quotes. So how do we format an eBook? eBooks are formatted similarly to print books with one exception. Replace the place of publication and publisher with either a DOI or URL. DOI stands for Digital Object Identifier. You will often find DOIs in library databases or catalogs. If there is no DOI, include the URL of the eBook. Do not hyperlink or underline URLs. There is no period after a DOI or URL. Note the use of periods, commas, and parentheses throughout the example. Note the in-text citations for direct and indirect quotes. For more information on the APA documentation style, refer to the NSCC APA Subject Guide located on our library website. You can also contact your library staff for assistance.